You know, throughout the pandemic, staffing shortages have certainly impacted many businesses, restaurants, and even Iowa education. From burnout to not enough substitute teachers, it's caused some Iowa districts to cancel school on occasion. Well, tonight, KWW reporter Elena Kwan shows us how one area school district is thinking outside the box these days to keep their schools open.
Last 10 minutes, we'll talk about some of your observations.
Teaching U.S. history one day, then breaking down algebra the next. Just a couple of the duties Randall Sanford has as a substitute teacher.
What observations did you make on Hitler's rise to power?
Subbing for the Olwine Community School District, he covers classes where it's needed, a type of service Stanford says is unique to him.
If I had more time, if I had less responsibilities in my full-time job, I would do this as much as I could.
For 19 years, Stanford has been a recruiting and retention battalion commander for the Iowa National Guard. From reporting to drill training to recruiting across the state, Stanford somehow finds time to teach at the school.
When I saw the teacher shortage and saw that they were having some problems, I thought, hey, I can probably fit that into my schedule.
We lost some of our subs through COVID. A lot of them are retirees. We've kind of been unique in channeling our community.
Hey, oops.
And just around the corner, you'll find Josh Shunk in the gym, trying to teach pickleball to high school students.
Oh.
A part-time sub and a father of two, Shunk's also a full-time pastor at the Zion Lutheran Church in Olwine.
I think that we do ministry on a daily basis. I've been everywhere from special ed to gym class to futures classes, English class. There we go.
After learning about the school's staff struggles, Shunk decided there was room in his schedule to lend a helping hand.
I got a Facebook message from a teacher that said, I really think you should be a substitute. And so I looked into it and said, that's something I could do.
Balancing family, work, while educating students, Stanford and Shunk say they've gotten pretty creative when it comes to time management.
I do live in Des Moines, and I'm lucky that I have the freedom to be able to adjust my schedule and maybe push some meetings to later or push them off.
I don't necessarily need to be in my office 45 hours straight. I can break it up, and that's what I've been doing.
Investments most would pass on, but for these two, it's a privilege.
I can be in my office 5 days a week writing sermons, reading books, but it's more important to be out where I'm really needed in the community.
Sometimes they just need a break to grade papers or catch up on whatever they're doing. If we can be that break for the teachers as well, then we'd love to do that.
Although not having backgrounds in education, both say it takes a village to overcome adversity.
If I can pitch in for one day and make their life a little easier, there's nothing that makes me happier than doing that.
For me, it's just kind of where do I need to be?
Proving actions are bigger than words. In Olwine, Elena Kwan, News 7, KWWL.
Elena, thank you so much. By the way, the Olwine Community School District also has a para-educator now devoting her free time to get certified as a substitute teacher in the state of Iowa.